In this video, we're going to be sharing with you how to go about creating artwork to create a 3D model for a custom 3D printed name sign. So I went through the process of creating this for the first time in Inkscape and realized very quickly that there's a lot of repetitive steps over and over and over again to create these signs. And so I thought I would go ahead and create a program that would automate a lot of the work for us. And so that's what we're going to be taking a look at, is how to go about creating the artwork in Inkscape, and then we can bring our artwork from Inkscape over to our slicer to actually turn it into a 3D model. So let's pop over to Inkscape here and show you how this works. So the first thing we need to do is just grab some text. So in this case, I'm going to be using my daughter's name of Harley. And we can go ahead and make that as big as we want. And in my case, I want to go ahead and make this pretty big. So I'm going to set my text to be 240 millimeters tall. And then the next thing I need to do is I need to make each one of my letters separate. So I'm going to come up here to path, object to path, path, break apart, and then the A, I'm going to go ahead and control K, that's going to combine. And then the R, we're going to go ahead and control K, and that's going to combine. And then what we're going to do is just very carefully, we want our letters to touch. Now we'll go ahead and turn off our snapping, and I just want them to touch a little bit because that's how we can hang our sign. If they're touching just a little bit, they'll all be together. So it'll be something like that. Okay. Now, once you have this done, let's go ahead and resize it again. Let's make sure that, yep, okay, we're pretty good on our size. This is going to be about a little over 3 foot wide. So this is going to be a really nice size sign. Now, we're going to have to obviously print it in individual plates, but I'll show you how to do that once we get to our slicer. So now the fun part, creating the artwork. So we've really simplified this for you. Hopefully, makes it so much easier for you. So if we go in under the extensions here, and we're going to go down here to where it says recessed LED sign. Step 1 is to trim all of our letter overlaps. So we'll go ahead and do that. And the software does that for you automatically. Then we'll go ahead and go back to extensions. And we will go back and we'll do step 2, which is our layer setup. So you can see here we have several layers and several different elements all ready to go for us. And then we'll go ahead and continue on. So we're going to go back to extensions, and we are going to go to step 3, which is to create our LED box ledges. Now what that does is it applies a 2 millimeter offset to each one of our shapes. Then we're going to go ahead and select all of our shapes. We're going to go to path, object to path, then come back into extensions, and we will continue on where we are going to combine. Step 4 is to combine our ledge outlines. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we can see all of those are now combined. So we are done with that, and we can move on to our sides. So we'll go ahead and select our sides, go back up here to extensions, and we will continue on where it says create our sides. And now our sides are created, and all it did was to create a 1 millimeter option there. So we'll go back to path and object to path, and then back to extensions. And this is where we will now combine our side outlines. And now those are created, so we'll go ahead and turn those off, and we'll move on to our overlay plates. Go ahead and select all those, go back to extensions, back to our LED sign tools, and we're going to choose step 7, which is the create overlays. And all that does is it offsets a 1.5 millimeter offset. And then we can just boop, go ahead and hit the delete key, and that's what we're left with. So our overlay plates are now complete. And now we can go ahead and move on to our overlay edges. So we'll go ahead and turn those on. And then back over here, we can come down here and we can choose Create Overlay Edges. And then we'll go ahead and hit delete there as well. And so now we're left with this. Now this is where it gets a little dicey. What we're going to do here is take our overlay plates and make a copy of them. So we're just going to make a copy, and then we are going to just move them up here to our overlay edges. And then what we're going to do is we're going to select everything. We're going to go to Path, and we're going to choose Object to Path. And then we want to make sure we do have everything selected though. I see these are turned off, so we'll turn those back on. So we'll go ahead and select everything, Path, Object to Path, and then we're going to go ahead and go back to Extensions, and what we want to do is Sort Selected by Left Edge. We'll go ahead and do that real quick, and then we can go ahead and finish our last function. So we'll go back to Extensions, come down here. The last item is to combine our overlay edge outlines. All right, and that's it. So everything is done. We can go ahead and turn on all our layers across the board. This is now ready to go, where we can turn this into a finished LED sign model. So we'll go ahead and just hit Control S. We'll go to our desktop, where we can type in Harley LED sign. And our artwork is now complete for our LED sign. Now, these tools work for this particular style of LED sign, and that is our recessed lettering sign. So we'll have other tools available for other styles of LED signs, but these are specific to this style. But we can utilize these tools with any font on our computer, so we're not limited to this particular font. All right, so with that said, now we can look at taking this Inkscape file that we just created and show you how to turn it into a 3D model with your slicer. So I will link to that video in the listing of the video description below, so you can check that one out as well. So until next time, thanks for watching.